The Grand Canyon is one of Earth's most breathtaking wonders. But hidden within its cliffs is a place you're never meant to see. A sealed cave, locked away for over a century, erased from maps and forbidden to explorers. Rumors whisper of ancient artifacts, strange writings, even evidence of a lost civilization. Yet, every attempt to uncover the truth has been buried under silence and secrecy. Why? What could possibly be so dangerous that it must remain hidden forever?
The legend begins in 1909 with a shocking article in the Arizona Gazette. It told of explorer G.E. Kincaid, who while drifting along the Colorado River spotted a strange opening high in the canyon wall. Climbing up, he entered a cavern, and what he claimed to see inside would stun the world. Gigantic statues resembling Egyptian gods, copper weapons of advanced design, hieroglyph-like markings carved into the walls, even chambers containing mummies laid to rest in solemn niches, an underground city buried in America's most iconic landscape. The Gazette declared that the Smithsonian Institution had rushed to investigate. The findings, they said, could change the very story of civilization. But then, silence. No artifacts were displayed, no reports published. The Smithsonian denied any involvement, and Kincaid himself vanished from history. One of the most spectacular discoveries ever reported, erased overnight. This vanishing act is what fuels the legend. Was Kincaid's story a sensational hoax, or a truth too dangerous to reveal? Skeptics call it fantasy, yet the persistence of the story raises unsettling questions. Because the Grand Canyon is no ordinary wilderness. It is a labyrinth of shadows, with over 1,000 caves hidden in its cliffs. Most still unexplored, many sealed off by officials. And when hikers dare to wander into restricted zones, they are turned back swiftly, sometimes without explanation. But why? Why guard empty rock? Indigenous traditions may hold part of the answer. The Hopi and Zuni speak of their ancestors emerging from underground worlds. Sacred stories describe migrations guided by divine beings from caverns deep within the earth. Across canyon walls, petroglyphs depict mysterious figures with elongated forms and headdresses scholars still debate. Were these merely spiritual symbols, or fragments of memory from something far more tangible? And now modern science adds new intrigue. Using LiDAR, researchers have scanned inaccessible sections of the canyon. To their surprise, the scans revealed vast cavities hidden within the cliffs. Some are so geometric they appear less like natural erosion and more like deliberate construction. Could these be the chambers hinted at in 1909? Or are they simply tricks of geology, waiting to deceive eager eyes? Still, the restrictions remain. One of the most notorious lies near the confluence of the Colorado and Little Colorado rivers, precisely where rumors place Kincaid's sealed cave. Here, large areas are strictly off-limits. Rangers appear suddenly, often warning hikers away before they even reach the boundary. Some explorers insist they've seen entrances bricked over, camouflaged by stone and concrete. If nothing lies inside, why go to such lengths to hide it? For mainstream archaeology, the implications are explosive. If even fragments of Egyptian-style artifacts were found here, it would prove transoceanic contact thousands of years before Columbus. It would mean civilizations we thought isolated were in fact connected, trading ideas, technology, perhaps even people. But for others, secrecy points to another explanation. Perhaps the cave holds sacred native sites too vulnerable to expose. Burial grounds, ceremonial chambers, heritage deserving protection. Yet even that raises a troubling question. Why erase the record of the discovery so completely? Why deny the story outright, rather than acknowledge and safeguard it? The Grand Canyon itself remains mute, but it continues to reveal new wonders, as if teasing us with what it still conceals. In 2023, researchers found 313-million-year-old fossilized footprints on canyon rock, evidence of creatures that walked the earth long before the dinosaurs, hidden in plain sight for eons, unnoticed until now. If something that ancient could go undiscovered, why not an underground complex buried just beyond reach? Picture, for a moment, what might wait behind a sealed doorway. Rows of statues looming in the dark. A hall of mummies preserved in silence. Tools and artifacts that whisper of journeys across oceans, of civilizations lost to time. If the cave exists, it is not merely a discovery. It is a rewriting of the human story. And this is why the legend endures. Not because it is proven, but because the canyon itself feels capable of keeping such secrets. Its scale, its shadows, its silence, all conspire to remind us that we do not know everything. That perhaps the greatest chapter of human history is still sealed in stone. So the question lingers. Is the government protecting us from a myth or hiding a truth too dangerous to reveal? Until the cave is found or opened, the Grand Canyon keeps its secret. And somewhere within its vast walls, history may still be waiting to take us by surprise. The Grand Canyon's hidden cave may remain sealed from the public eye, but it isn't the only ancient enigma authorities struggle to explain. Thousands of miles away in Egypt, another puzzle looms. Massive granite boxes weighing over 100 tons, carved with impossible precision. Who built them, and could humans of the ancient world really have achieved such a feat?
In the boxes in places like the Serapeum, which is probably my favourite site, because there's literally miles of tunnels beneath Saqqara. So it's like a giant underground necropolis. Inside the Serapeum, you have 25 of these things, which are these single-piece, like 100-ton granite boxes. They're insane. It's absolutely insane. And this one in particular is in an off-limits area that we went into that's rarely seen by tourists. We couldn't make the box without developing specific tools to do it, because the way they'd make it is they'd cut like 5 slabs and then bolt them together, like a floor and then 4 walls, and they'd bolt it together into a box. These are single pieces. So what's impressive about that is it's like you have to quarry this one block of stone and then dig it out. You have to dig all of the inside out, and some of the examples of precision in the Serapeum are absolutely remarkable. You have perfect 90-degree corners in some of the boxes, perfect 90-degree interfaces with the lids, and some of these walls maintain that geometry from like being 11 feet apart. Like, that's insane. Like, that's one of the major challenges of this is in designing and maintaining that type of relative geometry in a space where you can't afford to make any mistakes.
The Serapeum of Saqqara, nestled near Cairo, holds one of ancient Egypt's most puzzling enigmas. Enormous granite boxes, often considered to be sarcophagi. These immense boxes, carved from single blocks of granite with an astonishing level of precision, continue to baffle archaeologists, engineers, and historians. How did the ancient Egyptians craft these structures with such detail and accuracy, sparking ongoing debates about their origins? These boxes are far from ordinary stone coffins. Each is crafted from a single block of granite, known for its extreme hardness and difficulty to work with. Some of these boxes, complete with their lids, weigh as much as 70 tons, while the raw blocks they were carved from likely weighed over 200 tons. What's truly remarkable is the precision of the craftsmanship. The corners are perfectly squared, and the surfaces are so smooth they seem to rival modern machinery in accuracy. Achieving this level of exactness, especially millennia ago, raises the question: did the ancient Egyptians possess technology beyond what we've ever imagined? The interior of these boxes is equally awe-inspiring. While the smooth exteriors are impressive enough, the flawless precision on the inside seems even more impossible. How did they hollow out these massive granite blocks with such accuracy, given the tools thought to be available at the time? Copper tools, often credited to the Egyptians, would have been insufficient for the task, and the uniform thickness of the walls suggests the use of sophisticated measurement techniques far ahead of their time. Such uniformity in these boxes is unparalleled in other Egyptian artifacts, leading to more questions. Hollowing out these granite blocks would have required not just immense labor, but an advanced understanding of stone-cutting techniques that we still don't fully comprehend. Conventional explanations, primarily focusing on copper tools, fall short when compared to the remarkable precision of these boxes.